Good morning students and welcome back to your chemistry lecture. Today also we will learn class 10 chemistry chapter number 5 periodic classification of element. And under this chapter today we will learn about modern periodic table. Yes, and this periodic table we are using now. Okay. So before that we have learned about the Mendeleev's periodic table and before that Newland's and Dobrynin's periodic table. Among that, Mendeleev's periodic table was more significant and it was based on atomic mass, increasing order of atomic mass of the elements. Because of atomic masses, it is based on atomic masses, there were some limitations in Mendeleev's periodic table. But after some time, after the Mendeleev's periodic table, there was discovery of subatomic particles such as protons and electrons. Yes, and after discovery of protons and electrons, atomic number considered as a more significant fundamental property for the classification of elements. And the next scientist, Moseley, Henry Moseley, in 1913 derived the modern periodic table. Yes, he studied very deeply on the Mendeleev's periodic table because it was very significant. But at that time only one drawback was there, that at that time atomic masses were present only. Yes, but he studied very deeply, and at the time of Henry Moseley, there was discovery of atomic number. Yes, and so that on the basis of atomic number, what Henry Moseley classified the present element according to their increasing order of atomic number. According to increasing order of atomic number. Yes, yes, because electron configuration he considered more significant. Yes, electron configuration, it is depend on the electron, number of electron present in the atom. We know that very well. And he considered significant that electronic configuration for the classification of element. And means atomic number is the fundamental property for the classification of element that he considered. Understood? So that he classified that elements around 108 elements at that time he had classified, and he had classified this according to their increasing order of atomic number. And in his periodic table, we can see here in brief. I have drawn here periodic table. You can see here how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Total 18 groups are present in Henry Moseley's periodic table, that is called modern periodic table. 18 groups and 7 periods. 7 periods. Periods means horizontal row and vertical columns are called groups. So total 18 groups he had drawn here. Okay, in his periodic table. And in that he arranged the elements according to their increasing order of atomic number. Means first atomic number having 1 is placed at first place, then atomic number having 2 is placed at second place, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so that and in such a way he had classified the elements according to their increasing order of atomic mass. And what he found, he also found in that the periodicity in chemical or physical properties after equal interval, after definite interval. Moseley also observed after definite interval of period after definite interval of period, the properties of elements are repeated. The properties of elements are repeated. Means here hydrogen and helium, that first period is exceptional for that. For in first period only two elements are here, 1 and 2. One is hydrogen and second is helium. But from second period, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. These are 8 electrons, and after these again the properties get repeated here. Yes, the properties get repeated here, and that's why the property of which elements get repeated, they placed under 1 by 1 in the same group. Yes, he placed that elements which are having similar property in the same group. Yes, okay, but that classification was very perfect according to previous attempt, as it is based on the increasing order of atomic number. That is very important. So, by the observation of the periodicity of element, he has stated modern periodic law. What is that modern periodic law? Chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic number. Very important. It is very much important. Modern periodic law, that is chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic number. Before that, Mendeleev's periodic law, what was there? Chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic mass, because it was based on atomic mass. But here, this modern periodic table is based on atomic number. That's why it is a periodic function of their atomic number. That is very important here. So this periodic law you should learn very well. And it is depend on the periodicity. It is depend on the periodicity which he observed. Okay. So this was the introduction about the modern periodic table. We will see in detail this periodic table, all the trends we will see here. Again, I will describe in detail this periodic table now. So because of this periodic table, modern periodic table, as it is based on atomic number, Moseley's periodic tables, Mendeleev's periodic tables, some limitations are cured here. Yes, which limitations? Position of hydrogen. So position of hydrogen was confused in Mendeleev's periodic table, but here, as it is according to atomic number, it is well defined and well explained here. Yes, hydrogen should be here according to its 1 atomic number. Okay. Then the position of isotopes. Yes, what is meant by isotopes? Having same atomic number, but different mass number. As Mendeleev's periodic table was based on the mass number, the elements which are having isotopes. Yes, here we can take example of hydrogen. Hydrogen is having here carbon. Carbon is also having 3 isotopes. Means carbon is also having 3 isotopes, and atomic number is same, but the mass number different. So that in Mendeleev's periodic table, as it is based on increasing order of atomic mass, all that isotopes should have got different places for each isotope. Yes, but it was not there. It was not, that provision was not there. So that it was a drawback. It was considered as drawback. But here in that table, as it is based on increasing order of atomic number, as every isotope is having same atomic number, so that no need to place in different groups. Got? As the atomic number of each, suppose carbon is having isotopes carbon 12, 13 and carbon 14, and what is its atomic number? 6. So as the atomic number is same, it should be at one place, though the mass numbers are different, because it is based on increasing order of atomic number only. So it is clear here. Then the position of cobalt and nickel. This position of cobalt and nickel, that elements are placed here. Here is cobalt and here is nickel. The cobalt is having more atomic mass than the nickel, so that if it is according, the Mendeleev's periodic table was according to increasing order of atomic mass, here decreasing order was followed. That's why it was drawback. But here, according to atomic number, cobalt is having lower atomic number. Yes, here cobalt is having atomic number 27 and nickel is having atomic number 28. That's why it is right. It is right to place cobalt before that than that of nickel. कोबाल्ट को पहले रखा गया, ये यहाँ पर क्लियर हुआ है. Yes, according to its atomic number. So that limitation also is corrected here. So that all that limitations are corrected in modern periodic table. Again, we'll see the next point. What is the trend here? It is depend on the valence electron. It is depend on the valence electron. So elements which are having same valence electron, What is mean by valence electron? Valence electron means the electrons, number of electrons present in last orbit, present in outermost orbit. These are called valence electron. So each element is having its outermost orbit, and in outermost orbit it is having definite number of electrons. But if the definite numbers of electrons are same, as we can take example in first group, here each element is having one valence electron, means its outermost shell only one electron is present, so that these are placed in one group. In second group, what happened? Two electrons are there present in the valence shell, outermost shell, means it's having two valence electron for each element, so that these are placed in second group. Thus here also we can find only this block is different. This middle block, this we can see different. This rectangular block we can see here. These are having 10 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are having 10 groups. These elements are having some how different, because their chemical properties varies. They are not having definite chemical properties along the period and along the groups. They show versatile nature also. Okay, so that it is called as transition element. These are called as transition element and d block element. Separately we should study the d block element, and you will learn in your higher standard 11th and 12th, especially d block element. Okay, so here again I will describe one by one. This periodic table is having total 18 groups and 7 periods. Okay, so among that, the two groups are called S block element. Why? Because the valence electron is present in S orbit. Valence electron is present in S suborbit. And here in D block element, the valence electron is present in D orbit. Again, in P block, valence electron are present in P orbit. And in F block, what is F block? That also we will see. Here valence electron present in the F block. That's why it is called, these are called F block element. This total 20 elements, 10 in one row and one period, and 10 in another second period. So two groups are important here. Two groups are S block element. Again, these are, first group is called alkaline metal. As this shows the property of alkali. Okay, and the second group is called alkaline earth metal. All these are metals. Again, at that side, some are metals, some are non-metals and some are metalloids. Some are metalloids also. Means in modern periodic table there is a provision for the third property, that are metalloid. Yes, before that only metals and non-metals, like that the elements are classified. But here metalloids are also placed or classified specially. Okay. So here at that side non-metals are present after this zigzag line. Yes, you can see this zigzag line I am drawing here. Yes. So students, you have to place before your textbook, before you have to place your, you can take your textbook for your better understanding. So clearly the zigzag line is given in that periodic table. So this periodic zigzag line separate metals and non-metals, and at the left side metals are there and at the right side non-metals are there. Okay. So at the border of this zigzag line, it is the zigzag line, and at the border of this zigzag line which metals are present? Boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, then antimony, then tellurium. These elements are, so these 6 elements are metalloid. Which are that? Boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony and tellurium. These 6 elements are called metalloid. Means it shows properties of metals as well properties of non-metals. Okay. And after that all are non-metals. Means they are showing the properties of non-metals. You know very well up to now what are metals and what are non-metals. We studied in detail in our previous standard. Okay. So in this manner the elements are classified here. Okay. From the hydrogen up to calcium, there are 20 elements. Yes, we noticed in Newland's classification also. Yeah, and in Mendeleev's classification also, up to calcium, that elements are very important. And up to calcium, which periodic table is formed here? That is called mini periodic table. Up to calcium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So this portion and this portion, especially this portion is called mini periodic table, and these elements are very common and very important, and these are showing very particular properties of metals and non-metals as well metalloids. Okay. So that these are very important elements here for the studying periodic table. That's why it is called as mini periodic table. Again we can observe here, after the fourth group, here one separate block is created. This is called D block element, and the elements present in that block, these are called transition elements. And here also at the 6th and 7th period, there is an extent. Here lanthanum and actinium, 2 elements are present, and these 2 elements are having their extension of 10 elements, similar elements. 10 similar elements of lanthanides, 10 similar elements of actinides. So that this this portion cut out from that main periodic table, and that 2 periods placed at the bottom, and these are called as F block element. Okay, these are called as F block elements. Yes. So these F block elements are extension of that 6th and 7th period, and as they get separated from that main periodic table, the periodic table also very convenient and look like very good. Okay. So that is the description of the periodic table, modern periodic table. Okay. So again I will repeat, 7 periods, 18 groups, 2 groups are there. For first is alkali metal, second is alkaline earth metal, and after that here metals and the zigzag line is here present. It separates the metals and non-metals. Again at the bottom of this at the edge of this zigzag line के edge at the edge of this zigzag line, boron, silicon, germanium, then arsenic, antimony and tellurium. These elements are called metalloids. Okay, and it is again one speciality is there. After equal interval, after definite interval, the property gets repeated and the elements having similar properties are placed in the same group. Again this order is followed here. Again this rule is followed here very strictly. And each period is having definite number of elements. Yes, each period is having definite number of elements. First period is having 2 elements. Second period is having 8 elements. Second period is having 8 elements. Third is having 8 elements again. Fourth 18. Fifth 18. Sixth 32 and again 7 32. Like that elements are arranged. Okay. 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. Means the fixed number of elements are present in each period. And this order is also very well mannered here. Yes, you can see it is depending on the similar chemical property. That's why this order is also here well defined. Okay. So this was about the periodic table, that is modern periodic table. Okay. So we will see next the trend of period and group. So how how Moseley arranged the elements in periods. At first we will see about the periods. Okay. How in modern periodic table elements are arranged in the period. What is the speciality of that arrangement? So what is the speciality of that arrangement? We will see here. One by one we will discuss that properties. Here horizontal rows of elements in periodic tables are called period, that we know very well. Okay. Then the second, elements in a period have consecutive atomic number. The number of elements in a period is fixed by maximum number of electrons which can be accommodated in various shapes. So the elements in periods have consecutive atomic number. These elements have consecutive atomic numbers means hydrogen is having 1 atomic number, helium is having 2, means these are consecutive and these are having atomic number according to increasing order, that we know very well. Okay. Number of electrons in a period is fixed. Number of elements in a period is fixed by the maximum number of electrons which can be accommodated in various shapes. So here we can see number of electrons in according to number of valence electron, the elements are fixed here. Means in first period 2, then 8, then 8, 18 and 18, 32 and 32. It is depend on the valence electron present and it is depend on the electronic configuration. As the electronic configuration is there, according to that the elements are arranged in the periods. Okay. So each periods are having same number of orbits. The elements of each periods are having same number of orbits. We will see here example. Here suppose this is the first we can start from second period. Second period we can take for the example. Then beryllium, then we can take here boron, then carbon, then nitrogen, then oxygen, then fluorine, and then here neon will be here. Yes, I will give the name again here: lithium, then beryllium, then boron, carbon, then nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and this is the neon. So here we can see each element is having only two orbits. This is the nucleus. This is the nucleus of each. This is the nucleus. First is the, at the center is the nucleus. Each element is having in the row same number of orbits. Mean here two orbits are there for each element. We can see here. But the electrons are in increasing order. Electrons are in increasing order, so that they are as a increasing order of atomic number. As electron is increased, atomic number also will be increased, because atomic number is equal to the number of protons, and number of protons also equal to number of electrons. So as the electron will increase, the number of atomic number also will be increased here. Here for lithium, only one electron in outermost shell. Here for beryllium 2. Here for boron 3. For carbon 4 electrons. Then for nitrogen 5 electrons will be in outermost shell. Then for oxygen 6 electrons will be in outermost shell. Then for fluorine, here 7 electrons will be in outermost shell. And here the second or the last orbit also fulfilled with the maximum number of electrons. So how many more maximum number of electrons? What is the capacity of second orbit? 8. Second orbit is having maximum capacity of electron 8 according to Bohr's law. We know that. So here neon is followed the rule, because it's having all the 8 electrons, which is the maximum capacity, in its outermost shell. That's why it is called the ideal gas or inert gas, because it is inreactive, because they are inert, because they don't need to give electron, don't need to accept electron, as they are fulfilled. And here the increasing order of electron we can see in outermost shell. So here we can observe only the number of orbits are same. Number of orbits are same along the period, but the electrons are increasing in number. Electrons are increasing in number as the atomic, so that the atomic number is also increasing. As we can say, according to increasing order of atomic number, the elements are arranged along the periods. Yes, that is very important. So next we will see the same property of the periodic table, but we will see now along the group. What is the variation? We will see along the group here. So these are the groups. Yes. So in each group, the elements are having same number of valence electron. Elements are having same number of valence electron. Shell orbits are increasing. Number of orbits are increasing, but the valence electron is same. Yes. We can take the first group here. First group we will take here hydrogen. Only one valence electron. Then lithium. Only one valence electron. Then sodium. This is hydrogen, then lithium, then sodium, then we can take potassium, potassium 19, atomic number here 11, here 3, here 1. Okay. So here also in outermost shell there are 1 electron. There is 1 electron only. 2 in first, then 8 in second, then 18 again in third, and 1 electron is remaining. It will go into last orbit. So we can observe here here we can observe number of shells are increasing. Here only first shell, here second 2 shells, here 3 shells, here 4 shells. First here only 1 orbit, 2 orbit, 3 orbits and 4 orbits are present, but the number of valence electron is same. Here number of valence electron is same, that is 1 according to its electronic configuration. Here hydrogen is having atomic number 1, that's why electronic configuration is as a only 1. Here 2 and 1 means in first orbit 2, then second orbit 1. In sodium, in first orbit, in sodium first orbit 2, then 8 and then 1 in sodium. In potassium first orbit 2, then 8, then again 8 and then again 1. Yes, it is distributed as like here. So here we can see the last number is same everywhere. Last number is same everywhere. 1, 1, 1, 1. Means the valence electrons are equal everywhere. We can observe that. So that what is the trend? Along the group, the elements are having same valence number, so that they are shows the same similar chemical property. We know that what is the chemical property on which it is depend? It is depend on the electronic configuration. Again specifically it is depend on the valence electron and valency. Here the valency along the group is equal, same. Along the group is same. Again the valence electron also same. That's why the chemical properties that elements along the group shows similar. Yes. So we can say what is the trend? The elements along the group shows similar chemical property. We can say on the basis of valence electron same in number. Okay. So this was the trend. This was the trend of chemical property or arrangement of elements along the period and along the group. So I hope you understood well the arrangement of elements in the modern periodic table, and you should read that topic from your textbook as well. Then you will understand better. While you are watching the lecture, you should keep your periodic table before you. Okay, it is present in your textbook also, and do that topic properly and understand that all trends very well. Okay.